In the shop today is a 2013 Hyundai Genesis, and this customer's looking. He was originally wanting to sell it, but he's not sure. He might keep it. He's had it for since new. He's paid it off. So I said once it's done, I think he's going to want to keep it. So that's my goal. I'm going to work hard on this vehicle so that he is going to keep it. Now, if he wants to sell it, 3 weeks down the road or a year or whatever, that's fine. But that's my motivation that he keeps it because I enjoy doing the work more when I know someone cherishes the car. If I know they're getting rid of it, I don't know. That's just me. I'm a weirdo. But anyway, this paint is pretty scuffed and oxidized and kind of it sat for a few years and it was just recently fixed and put back on the road. And I am excited about how it's going to turn out. It's pretty dull, dingy, the interior. So what we're going to do is detail the exterior, polish it, and ceramic coating, Opticoat Pro. Interior, we're going to deep clean it, and then I'm going to put my 2-year interior ceramic coating on. We're also going to coat the wheels, and I'm also going to do the engine. So this is going to be a fun project, so hopefully you follow me as we move forward with this project. Whenever I start with a detail, especially a prep for a coating, I like to start with the wheels and the door jambs. I also kind of pre-treat the paint. We got two types of dirt on the paint. The dirt on the paint and then the dirt in the paint, which they're both crucial. We need to get both types of dirt, rip that out of the paint so that its gloss comes back and then it's ready for polishing. If we don't get that dirt out of the paint before polishing, the coating is going to have nowhere to go except for in the dirt. It's going to lead to poor performance, short life, and we won't get the max gloss. We won't get the true ease of clean and the paint preservation that I'm looking for. I'm about 2/3 of the way through the exterior detail, prep wash. These nerdy terms, the reason I call it prep wash because we're prepping it. What are we prepping it for? We could be prepping it for wax, sealant, or in this case, ceramic coating, polish, and then ceramic coating. So, it's kind of a stupid illustration, prepping the patient for surgery. Really, that's what we're doing. We do want to actually get it surgically clean. That sounds super stupid and nerdy, but this step is important because the iron remover step, the clay, kind of rips that dirt out and gets that paint ready for the final prep stage, prep cleaning part, and then polishing after that. When I do the exterior detail prep wash, I like to do half of the vehicle. In other words, I'll do the wheels, the door jambs, I'll do the removal of the dirt, the clay, all that sort of stuff on just one half of the vehicle. Then I come to the other half, and then I just kind of repeat the process. I do this because it creates efficiency, and I'm not focusing on the hulks, right? So I can kind of narrow my scope. Instead of looking at a broad close-up range, I'm narrowing my scope to kind of focus in on other parts of the vehicle. And I think splitting in half is kind of for me, the best way to do that. Not everybody works like that. I tend to take smaller bites out of a project because then I'm less likely to just stop and start all the time. It keeps me focused. It helps me focus on less area of the car so I don't miss anything. And I can be more consistent, and I can produce better results more efficiently. For me, the more efficient I am, the better of a result. I can give it back to you in much sooner, same day, a few hours as opposed to 2 days. The prep wash is all done. The last thing I do is O&R wash at optimum no rinse. The reason I do that, even though I have filtration, the water has nasty chemicals in it, and I don't want all that nasty, even though I'm going to dry it, I don't want to leave all that nasty water on there to leave its little goobers behind. So I just give it a quick O&R wash and dry, and I spray down like the wheels and all the crevices and the door jambs, trunk jam with O&R and like the front bumper. Because I want, when this thing dried, even there's going to be, trickly water down, which even 6 hours later, you drive down the road, water's blowing out of somewhere. I want it to be O&R. I want the O&R to neutralize the chemicals in the water, so if it does land on the paint, It's not stained. It's easier to clean up. It's just much more efficient and a whole lot easier to do. It's just something I like to do the last step in the wash bay. I like to clean floor mats as simply as possible, as dry as possible, using different tools to get the job done. These mats I've seen way worse. I probably won't be able to keep that one dry, but like usually the rear mats and sometimes the passenger mat, I can actually clean it really. I can clean about 80 to 90%, give or take, dry or just slightly damp using different products. Uh, it's just a lot easier and faster and better to not have to soak the mat. But sometimes there's just so much. These mats just hold more and more dirt, and it gets broken down, and then it literally turns to mud. So sometimes I got to break out the pressure washer. Don't like to do that, but I do all the agitation prior and just kind of rinse everything out. The interior deep cleaning is next on the agenda. I like to do the interior after the prep wash. I'm going to deep clean all parts of the interior. Then I'm going to put my 2-year interior ceramic coating. Also clean the door jambs, inside windows, vac. And when I'm done, when I close the door, interior is going to be done. Interior is all finished, deep cleaned. I put my 2-year interior ceramic coating. So roughly for most, let's say, normal condition, not that bad, average size interiors, the cost for that is $375 to do deep cleaning and then that 2-year coating. So I think it's worth it. Gives you better protection, ease of clean, but you're not spending about double the amount, which would be for the more durable long-term interior ceramic coating. I think it's worth it. Windows clean, vacuuming, deep clean between the seats, crevices, and everything. About 95% of the interior, give or take, is actually protected. And I think it's just kind of a better alternative, a little bit better of a price point. If your interior is huge, like a Tahoe, Suburban, minivan, well, the price for detailing and protecting that one is going to be a little bit more, just because they're not the normal average size. Sedans and two-road SUVs are most vehicles on the road that I detail. I am finished polishing the 2013 Genesis. So whenever when I think about a vehicle, especially as it gets close to that 10-year-old mark, I just always have, even if it's brand new, I have a conversation with every customer. Aggressive polishing will remove a lot of the scratches and the swirls and that sort of thing. The trade-off is it removes clear coat. The trade-off for going light on the polishing side preserves the clear coat, leaves more material left over, but you might still be able to see some of the scratches. In the case of the Genesis here that we've been working on today, I kind of went more aggressive than I wanted to, but yet less aggressive at the same time. Or maybe I went less aggressive and more aggressive at the same time. I'm not exactly sure which, but I tried my best to smooth this paint out because it really is raw. It feels like rubbing your hand over a brick. It just has that gritty feeling, and that just usually comes from just sitting in the open or just really. And I'll say this: any vehicle that has lived this long of a life, which 2030, it's not that old of a car, but any vehicle that has lived this long, because clear coat only has so much life to it, what do you expect after 12, 13 years? The clear coat is going to be weathered. It's like a deck outside. It's concrete. Same thing. You can see, oh, my concrete's 60 years old in here, and it looks like, you can tell. So and this is inside. There's no rain hitting it. There's no wind. There's no sun. So clear coat is thin. It's soft. It's essentially plastic, and it only has so many UV absorbers. So it's going to get weathered. I don't want to go aggressive if I don't have to, because I want to try to preserve the clear coat. I want to put a coating on this thing, and I want to make this car for the next 10 years be really super easy to maintain. So anyway, as we're going along here, this looks pretty good. I'm happy with the results. I think it's going to look phenomenal for the customer. We're getting down to the wire here and getting ready to coat it next, and that's going to be the really fun part. The coating I used, Opticoat Pro, it is a coating that lasts somewhere between 7 and 10 years. At least, I'm going to say 7 years. It's a very durable coating. Opticoat Pro is the most durable coating that I've come across. I don't think there is a more durable one out there. If there was, I would be using it. But that's the coatings that I'm using, and that's what I put on here. and I'm going to coat the wheels as well, along with the paint. This 2013 Hyundai Genesis is all done. I think this customer is going to be extremely excited and pleased with the results, as I am. But if you're looking for, just to have your vehicle detailed, you don't want to go through any kind of polishing or ceramic coating, you want to spend maybe a little bit less money, I can tell you this is worth it. This is absolutely worth it, especially if you have an older car that's black. We're going to make the car look really, really good without going aggressive, because I think the trade-off for going aggressive is worse than the trade-off for going less aggressive. Hopefully that makes sense. Paint is thin already from factory. As it ages 10 plus years, it's even thinner, and the scratches get deeper, and you can't really chase many of them. The older the paint is, the less aggressive you can go, or at least you should go. So this customer is going to have ease of clean for years to come. And as far as I know, this is not a daily driver. He's owned it since new. It's paid off. It's a really cool car, and it just needs a couple things. And I think this thing would be, a very desirable car for someone, maybe when he is ready to sell it, or just for him to enjoy for the next many, many years. It's going to get ease of clean. The paint's preserved, the interior is preserved. Car is going to take him maybe 45 minutes, an hour a month to clean it, if even that much. Might even be less than that. I appreciate you all following along with this project. This has been very enjoyable for me, and my goal is to show you a little bit behind the scenes, as well as encourage you to do the same thing with your vehicle, because I can guarantee you, whoever's watching this, your vehicle needs to be detailed currently. Don't wait any longer. Also, I just want to encourage you to kind of join in on the journey with your car or somebody else's car. My goal is to make vehicles, preserve them, and make them very, very easy to take care of. I don't want you to have to bring your car back every couple months because you don't know how to clean it, or because it's too difficult, takes too much time. I want you to get back into the mode of maintaining the cleanliness of your vehicle with just a few minutes at a time, not hours. If you're spending hours, please get a hold of me and I will walk you through in just 30 seconds. Stop it. Stop spending hours cleaning your car. If it needs that much work, just bring it here. Just spend the money. Stop being a cheapo. Cheapos and detailing don't go well together. I'm not saying you have to spend thousands. You certainly don't, especially after the coating. So please, again, encourage you to take care of your vehicle with as little work as possible.